going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Trenton from No Nut Clarity, back with another video. I want to talk today about a topic that I really wanted to cover for the longest time, didn't know how to go about it. It's about comparing yourself to other people and why it's the biggest contributor to people's self-doubts and just lack of confidence. And it's happened to me, so trust me, it happens to a lot of people. Honestly, especially from my experience, comparing yourself to people and experiences, hey, my oven's on. Comparing yourself to people is such a detrimental thing for your personality, your self-confidence, your ego, just everything in general to you as a person. Like, comparing yourself to people in a way where I wish I was more like this, so these people or this person would accept me, or I wish I looked like this more so I wouldn't be so ugly. You know, that type of stuff, it's a big double-edged sword, usually on the edge, that ends up hurting you more than anything else. Because while we want to improve and be the best person we want to be that ideal version of ourselves that we want to be, we have to take into account things that are compatible with our own personalities or ourselves as a person. Because only you can know what you like and dislike. And there's nothing wrong with trying new things. Like, of course, explore, be adventurous. Don't just hold yourself back from trying something new. But if you know damn well you don't like something, then don't force yourself to be something you're not. And from my own experience, if you're trying to have somebody or a group of people, just anybody like you, but they like certain things that you don't, and you have to force yourself to adopt the behaviors or values that they like in people that you don't necessarily agree with, then 9 times out of 10, that's going to end up in failure. You're just going to end up straining yourself, trying to force yourself to be something you're not, and the whole fake it till you make it thing. That doesn't work in all cases, especially when it comes to relationships with friends, lovers, in a lot of cases involving people in general. It usually ends up in failure because they're going to figure out you're not about that life. But say you have a friend group or a person you like that absolutely loves to drink, loves to get hammered, drink every day, wants you to drink with them. And you know damn well, like in my case, I'm not a big drinker. I'll drink occasionally, like maybe like once every 2 or 3 months at a party or some shit. Like just, drink. But they like to get like blackout drunk every weekend or have at least 1 drink a day and they want you to partake. Then you know damn well you're not like that, and the friend group highly values that, then you're going to be uncomfortable in a lot of situations, especially when they're the type of group that will peer pressure you into drinking a lot, and then like, oh, you're a bitch, you don't drink, and you're not about that life. Of course, you can always just say no, but if they're always drinking and you're not, you're going to feel left out. You're going to feel like, man, I should have having a good time drinking. And nobody's saying you have to drink, but long story short, you're still going to feel some sort of left out because they're going to go like go bar hopping or frequent bars or like have drinking games all the time. And you're just sitting there on the side, just like I'll just have water. Like nothing wrong with not drinking, but you just know that's not you, and that puts you in an uncomfortable situation because they're doing events that require things that you don't like, and they end up finding out that you don't really drink a lot, and you end up kind of like just not fitting in the friend group, and it's just uncomfortable, and you end up wasting your time. Not saying like the people who drink are bad, you're not bad either for not wanting to drink, but you have to think about the compatibility that you have with people and who you want to be around more or less. Like say you have people that smoke too, like smoke weed or smoke cigarettes, whatever you smoke, and you're not a smoker, but they enjoy smoking like every day. There's nothing wrong with that on either side, smoking or not smoking. But at the same time, with they enjoy that and there's something that is valuable to them, and every time they hang out with you they want to smoke and you're not comfortable with it, then you're going to start feeling a bit left out or a bit doubtful of yourself, going like, man, they really do love smoking, they want me to be a part of it, but I just can't really, this is not my thing. And of course, if you work somewhere where you're able to actually smoke and not get in trouble for it, You can try it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. And that's just in general. Like not smoking, drinking. There's more tons of examples. It's just anything that somebody or a group of people likes that you don't like. Don't try to force yourself to be like what they value. And same thing goes for like when you're just looking at like celebrities or successful influencers, or say you're looking at like hell some girl that you like that has a boyfriend that has traits that you don't have, and you start comparing yourself to those people or looking at those traits, and you're just sitting there like, man, I wish I was like this or like that, or had this or like that, had these muscles, had this physique. Maybe I should get, my body modify, get a BBL to like them. Maybe people will accept me more. Like, nobody says you can't get a BBL. But if you're doing it for the sake of looking like somebody, look exactly like somebody else, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Because if you compare yourself, you're just going to have a lot of self-doubt and lack of self-confidence, and you try to do something like that to overcompensate for it, you're going to end up hating yourself. I'm not saying everybody does, but you have to think about the reasons why you're doing something before you start making yourself do it or forcing yourself to do something. Because you know damn well if it's not something that's naturally coming to you, then don't force yourself to do it. Because you're only going to be hurting yourself and possibly the people that you're trying to impress around it. But at the end of the day, you're mostly hurting yourself. I have put myself into several bits of depression in the past because I've tried to compare myself and be like people who, like, I just wasn't like, all for the sake of the affection of somebody else. And let me tell you, it does not end well. And plus, like, the people that you're trying to even get affection from, they don't even know you exist. They don't really like care that you're doing this stuff or not. So at the end of the day, you're kind of just wasting your own time trying to be something or somebody that you're not. And honestly, those comparisons that you make that are causing you to just like do have this behavior is only going to mess you up mentally, physically, and emotionally. Like, I implore you to please, whenever you want to be something, think about self improvement over everything else. Like, you can still make a comparison, but make sure it's a healthy comparison. Make it something like say, oh, I like how Ronnie Coleman is super hype. That gets me motivated to go to the gym and start getting more strength. And that's what I would consider that healthy motivation. But say you want to be just like Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman's Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, bye. Like, you're not gonna, you weren't born with his genetics. You didn't have the same mother, same father. Like, you're not gonna be Ronnie Coleman. But you can be yourself. You can still be a strong individual that can bench press 315 eventually, that can deadlift over 500 pounds eventually, maybe even more. But you have to stop trying to be that person, but be a stronger version of yourself in that regard. So focus on when you're about to do something that you got inspired to do from somebody else. Think about, will this improve myself as a person? Does this align with me personally? Does this align with my personality? Does this align with how I want to be in life? Or am I just doing it for the sake of somebody else's satisfaction, somebody else's value? Because honestly, if you're doing it for somebody else's like value or attention, you're wasting your own time. Because at the end of the day, all you have for yourself is you. Sure, we may have relationships, friendships, and family, but at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. So you have to work on yourself and be the best version of yourself. And trying to make yourself into something you're not, it's not going to help you in that. You're going to end up wasting your time doing things that don't align with you as a person. And I'm not going to spend too much time on this because this could get easily looped around back to the start. But at the end of the day, just like people who get BBLs to look just like Nicki Minaj, or people who don't accept themselves for being boring, you're only as boring and as ugly as you say you are. If you start thinking that you are something that, like, I'm too boring so I can't be with this friend group, then you're honestly lying to yourself, because you don't realize that think about the friends that you already have, and they say they like hang out with you. Why would you try to be like something you're not when you already have people that value who you are? You should already be valuing yourself. But if you start thinking that like, hey, I'm not like this, so I can't be around these people, then you're only gonna cause yourself pain. Like, really think about the friends and family that you have, the people that value you, that say, oh, you're so smart, oh, you're so bright, oh, you're actually not boring. And start taking into account those people that actually show you genuine love. And think about the people that you're trying to impress by being something you're not. And really consider what those people mean to you. Is a person you're trying to impress not even really giving you the time of day to even like talk to you? Or the people that are already talking to you, that are your friends, telling you to go for it, be the best, you're awesome, you're an amazing friend? What would you rather spend your time on doing? Especially if it feels natural to be around the people that already support you, and it feels unnatural to try to impress somebody who doesn't even care about you. So really consider that when you start comparing yourself to other people and try to be something you're not. Because honestly, you could be setting yourself up for a lot of failure. And I, for one, have already been through the ringer trying to impress people that don't really give a damn about me, and trying to be with the person that couldn't care less about me anymore. Like, really, it's not worth it. Use that time that you spent comparing yourself and trying to be like something you're not into improving yourself and what you already value, and exploring things that are more interesting to you instead of doing things. If you don't want to drink, don't drink. Like, learn how to play guitar or something. If you don't want to freaking smoke, just impress somebody else, don't smoke. Go try to learn how to, I don't know, do parkour or some shit. There's many things you do out there that are much more worth your time, that are more aligned with how you are as a person. So really think about yourself and what you like. And if you do what you like in life, then you'll attract the people that value you for who you are instead of what you aren't. But that's all I got. At the end of the day, you do you, I'll do me, but we all need to self-improve, and we'll do that together. But you have a good one. This is Trent from No Nut Clarity. Have a good one. Peace.